got to talk about this. So this is on the 12th of 2002. So we're into January now. And Shaq's going to get suspended for 3 games for what happens here. Absolutely clobbers him, brings his thing like a fucking club.
Yeah, but he held back.
Right in your living room.
Because I think he held back because the ref was right there and he didn't want to miss and hit the ref. So that's what made him like hesitate and then swing. But even the commentator here afterwards kind of says it looked like Oakley really hit him.
Yeah, I agree.
You think Shaq was ducking that smoke? I mean,
Oakley's well-known reputation. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you think he was ducking smoke?
I'm not going to say yes, but I'll say this. This is what the New York Times article, and the New York Times got an exclusive about this. Look at Brad Miller. He looks ready for a boxing match. I know they said that in the commentary.
Yeah,
but he does.
Yeah.
He looks ready for a boxing match.
No, he definitely did. He looked like he was ready for a UFC.
Yeah. So here's what I'll say about this. So Shaq gave an exclusive to the New York Times on the 20th of 2002. People were, oh, by the way, he got suspended 3 games and fined $15,000 for this.
Yeah.
People were trying to make
slap on the hand, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, straight cash, homie.
Well, and especially at this point, it's not really like fighting wasn't as crazy. It was after the Malice in the Palace is when they started wilding, which is like next year.
So people were trying to make this out to be a sneak attack because his back was turned. But I told everybody what was going to happen. Everybody. I gave everybody more than 3 warnings during that game. You could hear Shaq saying this. Because we've seen Shaq on television do the 3-strike rule.
Yeah.
Right? So I gave everybody more than 3 warnings during that game. I told the referees, I told the players. At one point I said, if he fouls me like that again, everybody be ready to move. So, they talk about O'Neal taking shots during the game. The first time he fouled me like that, I followed through and hit him in the head, and he's to send a message, and that'll be on your screen. I found that. It's not in this video, but there is a thing of Shaq coming down like this, and he like whoosh, fucking whacks that motherfucker on the head hard, as if to go, look, dude, this is a warning shot.
Yeah.
I was warning him.
Like it's much better communication if you would have just told him, Shaq.
Well, he did tell him. He goes, I told him, listen, foul me like that again, buddy, and be ready to do something. He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He'll go on to say that this punch was pulled. He pulled his punch here.
Because I thought, like, how'd you miss that bad? Like,
of course I pulled my punch, he said. If I made contact, I don't even want to think what would have happened, which is a fair point.
Yeah.
The league won't stop me from saying something if I don't want, or the league won't stop me from saying something if I want to say something. No amount of fine will keep me quiet if I feel something needs to be said. Yeah. I'm not going to keep telling them to change the rules and do something about it anymore because that doesn't work. And he's right. We've seen that countless times throughout his career already.
Yep.
It does not fucking work.
Especially by 99, that was like his like tipping point. I felt like.
Yeah.
Well, but this is obviously where it goes pretty crazy, but.
So he goes, but I will say this: the only way to beat me is to cheat me. Nice rhyme. Solid rhyme. Sounds good.
He definitely wanted to be like the modern day Muhammad Ali or something, with his little freaking quotes and stuff.
This is why, to me, he's the most entertaining player to ever play.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, let me tell you something. Doing these fucking notes took forever. The man has details for days.
Yeah.
But the refs are going to start to assess more flagrant fouls, and they can be more liberally issued during games, right? But the quote from the officials are, Shaq's games are so hard to call because of the contact on both ends. And we are going to see a lot of that going into this postseason.
Yeah. I feel like even to this day, like all officials say that. Like, so you want to know who I think like they'll probably like, cause I know you're gonna bring up that one dude that had the one referee that was talking about the Kings game and stuff, and how
Tim
like
Donnie?
a lot of I feel like you're gonna see referees have that about like LeBron in his career too. I feel like he was another player that they kind of did that too.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean,
because they talked about Wilt, how Wilt was kind of officiated differently, and like not even Jordan was in the '90s.
Oh,
and yeah, like I just feel like Shaq being like huge and like that he was just different, and it made it difficult to see like. Well, he's kind of initiating the contact sometimes because he's, bowing people, bringing people to him. But, like, sometimes people are just, like, jumping on him like that. And it's like,
yeah,
what do you expect? Like, you got to call it still. Like,
and this is an era where you can still do that shit.
Yeah.
But the LA Times are going to write at the end of January. So the 21st, right? The 21st of January. The question is, how long before O'Neal needs another day off, another week? Already, Jackson has held O'Neal out of all parts of practices, and O'Neal gradually loses mobility and explosiveness. Talking about his injuries, right?
Yeah.
O'Neal has considered surgery that doctors believe would free the first joint of his toe, but recovery takes 3 to 4 months. And so far, no one has suggested he attempt it until after the season, if at all. In other words, these motherfuckers are being selfish, and they're going to keep Shaq for as long as they can.
Yeah, for sure. But he probably didn't want to either, I'd assume.
I think he probably did want to, because he was in a lot of pain. Like, I was reading tons of stuff. O'Neal said recently that he has not sought a second opinion, that he awakes every morning and does what he can, though the anti-inflammatory medication induced nausea. So he's probably not taking the pain medicine because it hurts. And then he's going out and like trying to do stuff. And then literally, so this article comes out on the 21st. On February 8th, Shaq misses 2 more weeks with the toe in the foot. So the fucking newspaper called that shit.
Yeah.
Like, O'Neal averaging 26 points and 11 rebounds. Was on the injured list from January 5th or December 25th to January 3rd because of the same thing that occurs to O'Neal. Yeah. It's crazy. So this is going to give Shaq 15 days of rest. Yeah. So they can hope that he's ready for the playoffs.
Well, I know this is definitely like really sucky for Shaq, but when you really think about it, at least this season, it didn't, like all the other seasons had like Shaq Kobe issues, and this one just didn't.
Yeah, because Shaq wasn't around enough to bitch, and when he was hurt.
Yeah, so it was like, I can't really complain about whose team it is right now if I'm not even available.